Henry the Green Engine has lived on the island of Sodor for many years. He wouldn't want to be anywhere else. He's a mixed traffic engine, which means he pulls goods and coaches. Henry is also one of the strongest engines, which means he can pull heavy goods like Hero and Murdoch. Henry is proud to be working on the Northwestern Railway. And Henry also likes to please Sir Topham Hatt. And Sir Topham Hatt knows that Henry is a really useful engine. One morning, Emily was at Knapford Station picking up passengers when Henry arrived, pulling up alongside her. "Good morning, Emily." "Good morning, Henry. That's a heavy train you're pulling." "Indeed, Emily. That is why I am one of the strongest engines on the island of Sodor." "Did you hear? A new diesel engine had just arrived on Sodor. His name is Nigel. I have heard he is one of the strongest diesel engines ever. That can pull 30 cars, or even more." "Huh. Never heard of this new diesel. Hope I get to meet him later. Must go, can't be late with the goods." Along the way, Henry was thinking about the new engine when he saw a long line of freight cars. Whoa! Who on Sodor would be this strong enough to pull this many heavy cars without the help of a back engine? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3... 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. As Henry gets closer and closer, right in front of him was a new diesel engine. The one Emily was talking about. Nigel! "Hello, I'm Nigel, the diesel engine from the mainland. I pull heavy goods. I'm pulling 21 since I'm carrying the brake van." "Who are you?" "Oh, I'm Henry. I'm the number 3 engine from the island of Sodor. I pull heavy goods as well." "Very nice to meet you, Henry. I'm actually very proud that I met a strong steam engine that can pull heavy loads. In my home, we usually don't have a lot of steam engines. We have a lot of diesel engines that can pull very heavy loads." Then a signal dropped for Nigel. "Well, very nice to meet you, Henry. Can't be late. I must bring some deliveries to Brendam Docks. And I think to the shunting yards, I believe. Well, hope I get to see you again later, Henry." Henry was impressed and happy to meet a new friend, Nigel. Later, Henry was at the water tower filling up with water so that he could be ready for his next train. Just then, Thomas arrived with his cars. "Hello, Henry. Did you meet that new diesel engine, Nigel?" "Yes, I did. He seems very nice as well. One of the strongest diesel engine I have ever met." "Indeed he is, Henry. He even called me a really useful engine. Well, can't stop to talk. Got more shunting to do." Just then, Nigel arrived. "Hello, Henry. I thought I'd see you again later." "Hello, Nigel. Where are you heading off to?" "I'm heading back to the mainland. I got some shunting to do. And tomorrow I think I should be back with more heavy goods." "Well, can't stop to talk more, Henry. I got some work to do at my home. Goodbye, Henry." "That Nigel," said Henry, "is one of the nicest diesels I've ever met." The next day, Nigel was on his way to the island of Sodor. He was pulling the longest train he had ever pulled. He has taken some cars to Brendam Docks, to the shunting yards, to the wood mill, the scrap yard, and the 2 tractors and some loads to the Farmer McColl's farm. But then, he started to make a splattering noise. Nigel was making an awful noise. Shaking and splattering, Nigel stopped. "Oh no! What am I going to do?" At the yard, Henry was getting ready for his train when the yard manager came to see him. When he heard about this, Henry soon rushed off to rescue Nigel. Henry was glad to see Nigel, and Nigel was glad to see Henry. "Hello, Nigel. I've heard you've broken down." "I did, Henry, and I need to get these deliveries on time. Some to the shunting yards, some to the wood mill, some for the Farmer McColl, and then the last train to the scrap yard." "That's a big train you're pulling. I may be a strong engine, but I don't know if I can do this." "Yes, you can, Henry. If you can pull heavy loads, then you can pull this heavy train. You can do it, Henry." "You're right, Nigel. I can do it." So Henry puffed as hard as he could. Slowly, he pulled Nigel and the heavy train. It was a very heavy train, but Henry was determined. First, they stopped at the shunting yards to drop off cars, some to the wood mill, dropped off the 2 tractors at the Farmer McColl's farm, some cars to the scrap yard, and at last, Henry took Nigel to the diesel works so that Nigel can be repaired. "Well done, Henry. Today you've been a really useful engine. You helped Nigel deliver the goods on time." "Thank you so much for helping out, Henry. You are one of the strongest engines I have ever met. And a good friend." "That's what friends are for," said Henry. "Working together is friendship." And Nigel had to agree with Henry.